Welcome to PAAR NewsWatch, the voice for real estate in Central Illinois. I'm Tonya Burris, President of PAAR, reporting on the local housing market, including our stats for the second quarter of 2014. In general, we experienced a slow start this spring compared to most years. Where we often see increased activity beginning in March as the winter frost begins to thaw, continuing into April and fully blooming in May, this has not been the case in 2014. Most agree. Increased activity in the housing market did not begin until May, nearly 2 months late. But like most of our gardens, things started to blossom in late May and June. With that said, the lack of inventory, properties for sale in some areas and some price ranges, is still having an impact on the market and is reflected in the sales results. We can't sell what is not on the market. Let's look at the stats. We finished the second quarter of 2014 with sales 3.2% ahead of the same period in 2013, which is amazing considering the weather and sluggish activity in April and early May. The pent-up demand was obvious in June with an increase of 11.7% in sales compared to June of 2013. We can also report a 3.5% increase in the average sold price in the second quarter, from $147,302 to $152,384. The median sale price was up 1.5%, from $125,000 to $126,825. This can be partially attributed to the increased sales activity in the upper price tiers. Based on some of the national media reports, you might be asking yourself, haven't some areas of the country bounced back a little faster? Sure, but remember, the Midwest is generally slow and steady, which has proven to work in our favor. Historically, the Central Illinois housing market moves slowly, whether moving up or down, which is a significant factor when considering a secure investment in real estate. You can usually consider increased activity in new construction to be a positive sign of market recovery, and that's certainly true for the Peoria area this year, with one major caveat. Despite a reported increase in activity in custom builds and contractor spec homes throughout the area, we know the numbers don't tell the whole story. This year, we expect our new construction sales to be lower than anticipated for obvious reasons, as the contractors are focused on rebuilding the countless homes devastated by the tornado last November in Pekin, East Peoria, and Washington. Although these will never be included in our stats, the building trades are busier than they could have ever imagined. Let's take a closer look at what's happening in the areas impacted by the tornado.
Holy moly! All right. Oh. All right, I gotta go. I'm coming, honey. Oh my God! Okay, honey. Holy shit! Stay in. Oh my God! Our house is freaking destroyed, Josie! Oh my God! The biggest challenge, I'd say, was starting out this late winter and spring was terrible. So that was our biggest challenge, is getting started with the cold weather, the sub-freezing. So that was pretty rough. I tell you what we're doing differently is probably 90% of the houses we're building doing some sort of a storm shelter, whether it's built in with the foundation or a prefabbed one that comes in and is assembled into the basement. So yeah, I'd say that's one big thing everybody's wanting, a storm shelter. My personal house, we're probably about 60 days out. I would say somewhere at the end of August is what we're shooting for. I would say we've probably got another, mostly the Devonshire here, I would say we probably next year, at the end of next year, I'd say most of the subdivision will be rebuilt for the people that are rebuilding. Well, the positive is seeing all the other people in the area help support the tornado victims. People were coming from all over, so that's a very positive look at this. And then the other positive is everybody's working. All the contractors are busy. Everywhere you look, there's a lot of work, which is good. That's good for everybody.
Thank you for tuning in. I'm Tonya Burris, President of PAAR. We'll see you next quarter.